Setting everything up. Gotta set this all up and open this little thing right here. And set that up and click this button and make sure it's alright. I think it should be all in order. Just let me check once more. And I think that's good. Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Hello, this is Unknown Void Cat, and welcome back to another stream where today we will be drawing something. What that something will be, not 100% sure, but I think my plan today is I want to do a redo of the last drawing stream. You know, if you saw it, the last drawing stream where I made this little mouse girl, I want to redo that stream because I didn't really like how it came out. How like the drawing came out, it wasn't like the best. I feel like it could have been better. So I was thinking that today I would like to retry that drawing today. And so that's exactly what I'm planning to do. But anyways, I should probably just begin. That would probably be the best place to start. So I'm just gonna go here. So first off, we start with the head, like so. Right? Nope. I gotta get ready. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pretty uneven. Let me just I think the left side is fine. It's just this side that's kind of bad. Just get rid of that side. And I think we redo it. Just okay, there. There'll be the initial head. I just want to first, now that we have the initial, what I want to do, I'm gonna erase this. Get rid of this. Get a little bit more there. Now we're gonna add not as much as like with the wolf girl, but still like a little bit of fur. Just it needs to be less, not like a lot thinner, like slender, not as intense as like it was with the wolf girl. Like kind of like just a little bit, not to the same level of intensity. Like not gonna be going super out. Okay, that'll be the initial little bit, and then we're gonna have like the little neck. To go out into the shoulders, of course. Which go out into the shoulders. The shoulders that are, I think I made too big. Also, I would like to up there. Did I make this too big in me? Did I accidentally? Give me 1 second. No, it's the right size. I just need to resize this. Like it was being cut off. The image being shown. Okay. Get back. Now to fix that over to there. Move this over a little here. There. That's better. It's like getting messed up a little, I think. Okay. So I want to move this over a little high. Oh, I keep zooming out on accident. And then we'll go for the shoulders. Now the shoulders. And a shoulder. I think that's about right. This one I think is a little too high actually though. Let me fix that. Get rid of this line. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just now zoom out a little bit again. This might be a little too far out now. Actually, not that much. Just like a little bit. Doop. Nice, nice, nice. Now. Now. Here. Whoop, 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 or. No. I don't really like how it came out there. No. Actually, I kind of like this. I want to change this a little. Just kind of doing it by just like fill. Just completely just like, just kind of just do it by just like random. Just do it until it feels about right. Problem is, I think this head was too tall. So it's gonna be throwing me off. I think I made the head too tall, so it's gonna be throwing me off as I make the hair. So let me recorrect the head. Well, now it's like too flat. Let me correct some of this. So like there. Now. Like so. And now we can make the hair. Go around. No, a little too much. Okay, let me kind of. Let's go here now. Okay. Now. Choop, choop. Let's go. No. Let's like. No. No. I don't really like how that turned out. Let me think differently. Let me. What if I were to be like. No. Like. Nah. Maybe. No. No. Let's try that. Okay, I'm going to delete some of these other lines now. I'm going to decrease the eraser down a little in size. It's a little easier. Okay. Delete all of this. Erase all of this. Okay. Get rid of it all. All of it must be erased. Okay. Erasing every little bit. Now I wanna redo this part a little. Like that, but then thin it up here. Make it a little thinner there. Okay. Now let me get like a look. It's a little chaotic. Well, maybe it's too much. I kinda like it though. I'm gonna stick with it for now. Now I wanted to make the face. But decrease the size a little though for the face. Little, a little smile. We'll have a little nose. No, kind of like a little nose. And this guy have like whiskers coming out, but that'll be in a bit. Like a little snout. Now let's try. Now whiskers, we want to color in the hair first, just so that like the color. Now actually we can go and do the whiskers now, because I was gonna say like because we color in the hair, the whiskers might be getting in the way, so we might do the whiskers after. Now I want to go and do it now, just in case I forget later, because that ain't impossible for me to do. A little too much. Okay, little whiskers. I don't want them to be too crazy. I was making them too big for a bit, like kind of like that. Better would be better, I think. And then go back up to how it's supposed to be. Now I have the eyes. Okay, okay. No, it's too much there. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, one eye. I probably should have had the eyes kind of done before I did the hair because now I'm like, oh, I don't know where it was supposed to have been under the hair. I don't know where it was supposed to have originally been before the hair was there. Now I'm just gonna have to like, kind of having to just like guess. So I most likely should have done this earlier. But, you know, whoops. Whoopsie. Okay. So we're just gonna go like, or, little wing. Go, whoop. There. Now, I almost forgot. But of course I also need the ears. I'm supposed to have little mouse ears. I messed that one up a little. Little mouse ears. With a little, Little mouse ears. Cute little mouse ears. Okay, okay, okay. Now, what's next? Of course, probably actually get the stuff. That's a body and everything. That would also likely be important. So what am I gonna be doing? Like, what am I planning on, like, am I thinking of, like, doing, like, the same? Am I thinking of doing, like, something, like, kind of like the same thing I did with the other mouse girl? Like, am I thinking, like, oh, I'll also make a t-shirt? Am I thinking of changing it up to something different? What am I thinking? Like, am I gonna do it the same, like, oh, t-shirt, shorts? Or am I thinking, like, something different? what is my idea? What is it? I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with the t-shirt and shorts I did because I want this to be like essentially an improvement of what the previous version was. That's why I really want to kind of be like. So it makes sense to try and do the same outfit, but a little better this time, hopefully. Cause like a little. No, I started off kind of bad there. Okay. Do 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 do. Let me just get like a very basic idea of what I'm gonna do before I like make it more complicated, like twists and turns. Okay. We're gonna have a little. Okay. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hmm. Fix this. Looks bad. Doesn't look very good. Okay. Just like make that a notes. Yeah, so it would have been like, so this would have been going out here. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. 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 Da 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 da. I don't want it to be too much. Okay. Okay, okay. Now. Hmm. I guess once again too much. I need to actually like I want to kind of make it a little smaller. I think I had the shoulders too much out for this, and I made the body too much out. So I kind of want to like do it, essentially have this, but just move it more inwards. Essentially the same thing, just I want it to be in, a bit more in of where it is currently. Okay, yeah. Essentially, I wanted like the same thing, kind of like it's not perfect, but for now, as like a starting thing, I kind of want it to be like this, like the same as these outer lines. Just it need to be moved in more. I think because I was following the shoulders of like where to start the body, and I think I put the shoulders too far out, so they're looking like they're looking like gigantic, way more gigantic. It's a little too big. Like I think I might have had the shoulders too far out. Because this, I think, is where like the shoulder blade would be coming in for going down the arm. And I should have been at the body coming down like more before the shoulder blade. Okay. I think I made it too much. Okay, okay now. We delete all this. Get rid of it all. That's no longer in my way. Like so. Yep, 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 yep. Just gonna go down here. Just like these. Let's erase this now. Put that there. Okay. Now, do, 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 do. Okay. Very basic starting. Okay. Hmm. Now, how do I? Is there anything particularly to be fixed first? Okay. So I kind of wanted to have these more matching one another a little. No, no, no. Go back there actually for now. It's just, Actually, let me try. Okay. Hmm. So, let me. How do I want to do this? Well. How am I thinking? Well, I kind of want to go ahead and let's get the t-shirt on. Let's try to start making the t-shirts now. La 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 la. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Silence. Okay. Now I want to erase some of these old lines now. Let's try doing that. Or, or, do, 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 do. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, keep getting it all. There. Shirts. Okay. Now, what I want to do is kind of want to have this change this a little potentially more like behind. Do 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 do. Okay. No, actually, it looks wrong. No, no, that's not how it should look. Whoops, I did that wrong. It should be more like maybe or like this. Yeah, no, it should be more like should be like get rid of this stuff. It should be more like this, yeah, going in around like this. Okay. Now go ahead and let's get rid of here. Get rid of this preemptively now. Okay, okay. T-shirt there now. So what was I thinking before? Oh yeah, the shorts. That here. Just gotta get rid of this. Okay, no. Okay. There, no. There. No, kind of like there. Okay. A band. Just no, too much. Actually, what I want to do is let me think. Okay, redo all this. Get rid of all this now. Switched my ideas up. I have a different idea now. How I want to do this. Okay. Oh, too much there. Do 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 do. Okay. Now, so these are kind of like they're all up here. Now this is gonna be going this now. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like the stuff that was like going up here. And we're gonna have okay, delete that. Okay. A little too far out though, these lines. Need to be a bit more in, I think. A little too much with them. A little too crazy far out. Want to be a bit more like this. This side isn't good though. This other side. Needs to be fixed. There. No, still kinda there, maybe. Read a little bit of that. Okay. Now. Now. Thinking. We probably need arms. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we, need the arms. So do 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 do. Just get arm going here. It's gonna be in the same pose as last time. Hopefully, just maybe a little bit better than it was last time. Ideally, it's a little bit better. I hope than it was last time. That I hope. No, that looks bad. I mean, for one, I think it's too far out. Okay, like so now. Should be going, we should have like, it shouldn't be going that far out, I don't think. Okay. There. So I do want to adjust it a little bit more. Like so. Like that. Then go up here into like a little paw and hand. Paw, hand, you know, whatever. No, 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 no. No. That was quite bad. That was a little badly done there. Hmm. Huh. How do I make it better? Okay. Still tiny. Not like huge, just like tiny. Tiny little. Tiny. Like so. Little tiny, tiny claws. And then, of course, stuff. Doop, doop, doop. Doop doop doo 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 doo. Do, 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 do. Love that. Okay, there's the one arm. The one arm. Now we just need the other one as well. Whoops, too much, too much. Too much, too much. There. So it's a very slight, like, whoop, and then go down. No, I don't really like that too much. Kinda wanna little. Okay. Then now go into the little paw down here in a second. Just do this. Okay. Go down this way. Like so. No, 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 that's gonna look bad. Doesn't look the best there. Okay, let me just. Now. I should probably zoom in a little bit more. A little tiny there. Yeah, no. Redo that. Okay. Okay. No, no. Does it look? I swear it looks worse than the other one. How did it happen? How did this happen? No. Okay, just. Oop. I guess for one, I probably need to do this thumb differently. I'm messing up the thumb. Obviously, it doesn't immediately connect like that, and that way. That needs to be done a little differently. And then we got a weird thing where like this finger is gigantic and one of them is just like tiny. Also needs to be fixed. Okay, so this should be made a little smaller, I think maybe. And then these should be, this one should be moved over and should be like a similar size, but moved over. No, I keep messing that up. Let me, I need to erase this. This is throwing me off. Okay. Okay. Hmm. What am I doing here? Okay. What am I doing? Let me just completely restart all that. No. Okay, there. Here. And then here. I think that looks a little bit better, maybe. Now what we need to do after that, we need to go ahead and do the same little thing with like this squeeze, tiny claws, little pads. Well, actually, it should be a bit more like down. Okay. And then the same little little doop, 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 and doop. Okay. Actually, let me. This one I want to do a little different. Okay, there's that. Now, I'm actually missing the fact that the shirts, of course, the t-shirts should be having a little thing. Okay, so, and then so because of that, I need to change this. So now it's gonna be going in. Okay. Then change this. So like that. There. Okay. Now. I still don't really like this part too much. I wanna change this up a little. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I will just actually instead erase a little. That's what I should do. Maybe that'll make it look a little better. And then go back here and then add a bit more back. There. Okay. There. There. Now. Now. Okay. Now a little bit of color to the whole thing. So, I want it to be about the same-ish color of the last mouse girl. So, not exactly that. I think it was a little different. Maybe, no, it's a little bit different than that. It's about like that, maybe? No, it's like kind of orange now. And a little too light. It wasn't like, it ain't quite there. I mean, what is it that I'm looking for? Whoops, I accidentally got rid of the mouse. Maybe like this. Let me try this. Is that the color though I'm looking for? The mouse girl. Hmm. Huh. What am I looking for? Maybe this? Maybe this, actually, could be it. Maybe this. We'll try this. What I need to do is I need to fix these things that are getting cut off so they didn't get filled in with the color than they needed to. Let me go fix that. Fix that real quick. Okay. Now, no, I want to be a little lighter. Maybe not. Actually, let me try it. Is this right? Actually, no, this is right. I thought maybe a little lighter, but no, I think that'll be probably fine. Okay. Here as well. Here as well. Then I also forgot this. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. There. Here as well. A little bit. Nope, not there. A little bit right here. Okay. Also right here. Also forgot here. And then here and here. Okay, now what color will the eyes be? Will I have the same eyes before? Yeah, since I'm trying to like make like a recreation of last time, just updated, yeah, it'll be the same like eye color as well and everything. So that's the hair. The hair was like a stranger like color that might be hard for me to remember how to rec recreate recreate. But it was no, it wasn't that. It was like a purplish color, but it was like a very different. It was a lavender color, but okay, it was like a more pinkish lavender is the thing. Like it was lavender, but it was like very pink. Like not it's still like it's a little hard. Like what? It was like a pinkish lavender. Like maybe like Vig, kind of like that, but not exact. Like not exactly that. Kind. I think that might be too. Like it needs to be kind of like almost not too intense. It was like more like palish. I think of like a lavender. It was more pale. It was lavender, but it had like it was a bit more pale of a lavender. Let's try this. No, now it's too purple again. So it kind of needs to be like this. It's kind of close. Kind of close to what it's supposed to be, but not too. Still might be too purple. What about like this? You know, we'll take this. This is close to what it's supposed to be. It's close enough to what it's supposed to be. We could change it later if necessary. Also, this is supposed to be filled in. Change this over like that. Okay. Also take this. Do that. There. Now it looks a little better. Missing something here. Also go ahead and grab this. Go doot. Grab this. Make it, I think, slightly darker. Like this. There. Get the ears. Nice. What color would the shirt be? Will we be doing red again, or will we do something different? Let me see how I feel. Because well, I do want to make it similar to the last one, just like updated. I don't, like a shirt is like a minor enough thing that like it could be changed if I feel like it's better. Because red just might not be it of what I want. It may not, like maybe something else. Like maybe another more lavender. Like a different shade of lavender could be done. Like we switch the colors around a little. And then we grab the pants like so. I think I want to do a little bit darker than that. like this. Yep. And then, wait. Didn't notice this weird little piece sticking out. Get rid of that, please. Thank you. Also, missing something here. There. There. No. That like that. Good. Now. Da, 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 da. Let's do a little bit of shading now. Let me get this. Okay. Like so. Like so. Also, I completely forgot to do the other part of the eyes. I completely forgot that. Forgot this. Do. Okay. Okay. Completely forgot this part. Okay. There. There. Now. I was missing a little there. Okay. Head up to the head. Now we're gonna get in a little bit more there. Okay. Maybe a bit more would be fine. But maybe it's also too much. Let me zoom out, get a better look. Let me zoom out. It's fine. I think. Now let me head over here. Do a little bit of stuff here. A little bit over here. Like so. Okay. And then yeah. Okay. Over here as well. Like so. La. Do that. Missed a few little pieces here. Okay. Okay. Let me actually zoom back in. Over here. Split it to like that. Okay. Then I want to go back to the face. Add a little bit here. Like so. And a little bit. Do. Okay. Actually, that might be a little much here. Should we do some of it over here? It's a little too much. Now I do want to go back to here. Whoops, I didn't actually go to the darker shading. I forgot to. Okay, there. Zoom in. Stay more zoomed in. Okay. Okay. Now I just want to. Right there. Bit of shading here, like under the shirts. Okay, okay. So we got that. Now, what do we have? See? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 do 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 do. Okay. Okay. Now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. La 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 la. La 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 da da. Do 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 do. Tiny bits here. Okay. Hmm. Zoom into the hair. No, 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 no. Okay. There. Then also like this. And this. Back here as well. A little bit here. Too much there, actually. Too much. Okay. Okay. Then a little bit here. Zoom in a little bit more, make it a bit easier on me. Okay. I see. There. There. Okay. Now. Do. Right. Okay. 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 Now, what I was thinking is do. There. Blue. Green. A little background. And then I don't really know what else to have in the background, honestly. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe have a tree. Maybe. Random tree. Well, actually, I want to redo the land there. like a tree. I haven't drawn a tree in a bit though, so I'm kind of forgetting how to draw a tree. How to draw a tree. Let me remember, like, what's the different ways to draw a tree? Let me try to remember the ways I used to draw trees a long time ago. Random tree. Okay. Okay. Another one. Nah, that'd be too much. Could have one going to the side from here, though. There. So let's just go ahead and just... do now. Okay. Tree. Kind of want to maybe do this a little smaller. Okay. Now. Let me see. How am I planning on doing this? It's been too long since last I've drawn a tree. So I'm trying to remember how to do it. Nah, that definitely ain't right. Huh. You know what? There. Let me grab my sketchbook where I have that picture of a tree on the front as a reference to how I'd like to draw trees. I can remember because I haven't really drawn a lot of trees since this time. But I remember now a little bit more. Okay, I remember now. Okay, no. So, redo all of this. I remember what I remember what I'm doing wrong now. Supposed to be like Okay, and then but then like these guys like this. That will get in the way. Okay. Delete this. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm remembering a little bit better now what I like to have done. Okay. Actually, no, no, no. You wanna forgot about this. Part of the tree. Okay. It's this little bit. It's not my best tree. I think the problems I put. It's not my best tree around. I will admit. I think I need to like honestly change around some of these stuff a little. Not my best tree. Not my best tree. Okay, we erase all of this. Just go erase it all. Like so. Okay. Then redo some of this stuff. Just so that do 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 do. Like so. Delete this. There. Okay, there's the basics of the tree. But I really should have had the tree on another layers, so I don't have to, because now I have to get rid of that and everything. I probably should have had the tree somewhere else. Now that's gonna be annoying. Let me. No, that ain't the color I need. I need a bit more like this. Not even that. Like more like this. And then we also need to get rid of this random line in the middle. Like so. There. Color and all of this. Then also go back here. Gonna add a bit of detail to the tree. Not completely. Not completely barren of any detail. Don't want to go too overboard though, so let me erase some of them. There. Tree might be a little too big, but I'll keep it. I'll keep it like this for now. Just a little lighter. There. Then we can go like that. Maybe a little bit darker than that. Maybe just a tiny bit, like here. There. And then we'll just have little bits of detail. Little bits of detail. Just little bits of detail on the tree. Like so. Just little bits of detail. And then I want to add a little bit of shading here as well. So these little pieces. Da, 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 da. Okay, go around here. Okay, like so. Like this. Da 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 do do do. There. And then head over here. Add tiny bit right here. Not too much. Then a bit over here. Not too much though. Okay. Now I just want to also go like do. Oh nope. Didn't mean to do that. To kind of like. No, it's a little. No, 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 no. Maybe just. Should be a bit more. A little more different than the other one. Okay, like more like that. Okay. Then I'm just going to go here. Add like a little bit here. Like so. Then I'm also going to go here. Do it like this. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Or not like da 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 da. Okay. This one, like so. There, there, there. There, there, there. There, there. Okay. Okay. Like so. Okay. Now I also wanted to go here. Just add a little bit of stuff here as well. A little bit. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see how that looks. Fine. Fine, fine. Here. And then here as well. There. There's a little tree. Out here. A little tree. Little tree. Well, I do kind of want to maybe think about like shadow. Oh, nope. Messed it up on accident. Must have not noticed that was missing. That's not really how the shadow should be, though. Let me fix that a bit if I can. Like so. Fix that. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There. There. There, 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 there. There. Okay. Little tree. I'm standing here. Should be a little bluer. It looked kind of like it was still white. It's be a little blue. A little bit more. It's also thinking. Okay, so I also want to just shadow. Like a huge one. Like not a huge shadow, but like a kind of like maybe, would it be maybe here? Also, I don't know what this is here for. I don't know where this is from. Get rid of that. There. Also, I missed, there's like a little piece of grass there. A little bit of piece of green there. Okay. So there, we got a little tree and the mouse girl. Is anything else I'd maybe have? Hmm. Actually, maybe I could add like to like kind of like be similar to like the old picture. We could have like a little cloud sky as well. Little cloud. Too much. Whoops. No, no, no. I think I made that cloud a little too big. There. Whoop, 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 doop, doop, doop. There. Whoops, I forgot to switch to white. There. And just like if maybe a few more in the background. Okay, I just need to do this, so now it's not this the same layer. But then like there, we got like a few little clouds in the sky. Nice, nice, nice. Little clouds, the mouse girl, and a tree sitting in the background. Do I change this though? Yeah, maybe a little slightly darker blue, the background. I would be good there. Also, I didn't notice this, but this needs to be fixed. There. Okay. But I think that's the end of this picture. It could obviously be better. I still think my art drawing ability could definitely be better. It's not the best, but I think it's an improvement over the previous Mouse Girl image. It's an improvement, I think. Though I think a lot of that isn't really necessarily because my skill necessarily improved. I think it's just because I drew the previous one way too small, so it was harder to get like the fine details. And you can kind of tell that's definitely the case when you look at stuff like when you see that the main thing that got improved, like the main improvement was the face. And that's obvious because faces are like hard to draw like when it's like way smaller. And like get like all like squeezed together and it's hard to get like the small little details. But like if it's bigger it's easier to get those like little details better. And so that makes it a little bit more obvious. I think it is, yeah. Because I had the I drew it bigger, it's a lot easier to do this time. Though actually I forgot one little detail. I forgot one detail that I need to add. How could I forget? The cute little cheese. Whoops, I need to go back to this layer. How could I dare forget the cute little cheese? Little hairpin. How could I forget? Let me add that. Doop. Okay, then we're just going do 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 do. Is that maybe too much? It might be too much. Okay, let me actually. Nah, let me actually go up a little. Is that better? Now it's too big. Too big now. Let me go back to like this. Nah, now it looks strange though. Well, let me, if I can just like fix this though by like changing like this, be fine. So just make them like more square here. So it's not like they're like little crosses or little like T's or something, or little plus signs. So make it sure they don't look like that. Because then that doesn't look as right. It's a little strange that way. Okay, yeah. We'll have it like this. Maybe we got one more here. Like there. Like that. And then we just simply add the little like hairpin part. Little thing holding it into the hair. Like so. I actually did that a little bad. Did the little like hairpin part kind of badly. Let me redo that actually. Okay. Like so. There. Okay, okay. And then there, yeah, there's a little cheese now. So I think now it's the end of the drawing. Now that's the finished drawing there. With the little cheese added on the top. But, anyways, this has been Unknown Void Cats. I hope you enjoyed the stream, or maybe the VOD in the future. I mean, this cute little mouse girl, it's a bit better than the previous one. I would still like to make it better though in the future. I still definitely need to improve my skills still. I am very slowly improving. Very, very slowly. But I do wish to improve. But I do hope you enjoyed the drawing, even if I'm not the most masterful of artists. But if you'd like to see any of my other content, I usually post my stream schedule whenever I'm streaming in the future. I usually post my schedule on either my Blue Sky or X accounts. Unknown Void Cat is the name of both of them. So if you'd like to see where my next stream is, you can check those out. Also, I have a YouTube channel, Unknown Void Cats, and also an ASMR channel and a VOD channel where I post the stream VODs and the ASMR videos on the ASMR channel of Unknown Void Cats ASMR and Unknown Void Cats VODs or VOD. I can't remember if it's VODs or VOD. But anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this little mouse girl drawing. But anyways, bye!